welcome back. My name is Bianca Nivio and today we'll focus on lower limbs, so let's get started right away. I already warmed up, so I did 3 to 5 rounds of sun salutation A. If you need to warm up first, please go to my YouTube videos, sun salutations A, Surya Namaskar A, do 3 to 5 rounds and then come on back and join us here for some good stretches. So the first stretch we will do, come on onto your knees and then sit back onto your heels. Now press the tops of your feet down to the floor. Find this long spine, engage your core here, really grow tall, engage those shoulder blades, find this openness in your chest, and then bring your hands on each side of your body, palms are facing down to the floor, fingertips point forward. Gently lean into your heels. If available, lift your chins off the floor, balance on the tops of your feet here. If this feels good, maybe even bring your hands to your heart. Relax your hands onto your lap, wherever you feel it's comfortable, whatever is available. And this might be very intense, so you might not be able to lift up your chins from the floor, which is fine. So really be aware of what is available for your body. Please don't do anything what is painful. And just hang out here for another breath. And then gently relax everything back down. Come on onto your knees, tuck the toes under, spread those toes apart so that each of your toes has contact to the floor. Then sit back onto your heels if available. Some of you might be all the way leaning forward just because the stretch in the toes and in the soles of your feet is too intense. So wherever you are, please listen to your body. Again, your hands can rest on your lap. You can bring your hands to your heart. Engage your core here. Take another breath. And then gently come on back onto all fours. You just stay where you are. Bring your weight into your right knee. And then step the left foot to the outside and come on up to your right knee here. So we are stacking the right hip over our right knee, finding this long upper body. Left foot steps out, left toes point the same direction than your hips. From here now, inhale, reach your arms up high. On your exhale, bring your left hand down to your left leg, reach the right arm up and above. So we are finding a really beautiful stretch here in the side body, all the way from the outer hips, all the way up your torso here. Take another breath here. When you inhale, reach those arms back up, bring your hands down to the mat. Let's just switch sides, come to tabletop. Then step the right foot out to the side, come on onto your left knee. Left hip is stacked over your left knee here. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, right arm goes down, left arm reaches up and above. And just breathe into the stretch here in your left outer hip, all the way up your torso to your rib cages, even high up to your armpit, your shoulder blade area. And just breathe in here. You can hold each of those stretches for 3 till 5 breaths. If it's too intense, just start with a little bit less. If you need a little bit more, just stay longer in those stretches. Inhale, come on back up, bring your hands back down. Find tabletop here again. Let's just take one round of cow and cat here. Breathe and reach your belly button down to the floor, your heart forward and up. Exhale, round the spine all the way up to the ceiling, cat. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, find downward dog here. So we're gonna stay breath in our downward dog again. You can shorten or lengthening this depending on how intense it is for you. And then on your inhale, reach the right leg high up. Keep those hips closed, point the right toes down to the floor. On your exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Plant the back knee, the left knee down. And then gently walk your right foot a little bit further forward. Bring your right knee over your right ankle. Most importantly, just be aware that your right knee is not going over your toes. You can keep your hands down if this is already intense enough. You can always relax the top of your left foot down to intensify your stretch. If this feels good, you might even want to come up, find a long spine, an upright spine. Relax your hands to your right knee. Square those hips. And just breathe into this left hip flexor stretch here. Again, we're going to stay here for 3 breaths, and then from here bring your hands down. Keep the left hand on the floor. Reach the right arm up and back. Bend the left knee and see if you can grab your left foot with your right hand, pulling the left heel towards your left tush. So this is an intense quadriceps stretch here. You intensify the stretch in your left hip flexor. And then you can see if it feels good, you might want to slide the left leg a little bit further towards the back of your mat. Again, be aware of your body. Everybody is different. Take what your body gives you today. And then gently relax the left foot back down. Frame your right foot here. And then just walk your left knee a little bit closer. Step the right leg all the way back. So extend the right leg. So we are in a tabletop position, but with the right leg long. Now from here, gently shift your weight forward and back. So you're really stretching your Achilles here, your calf. Push yourself away from the floor, don't drop into your shoulders. Pull the belly button in. And then from here, just step the left foot back. Breathe in your plank. Exhale, push up and back to downward dog. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Inhale, left leg high. Point those left toes down to the floor. On your exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Bring your right knee down. Again, maybe walk your left foot a little bit further. Bend a little bit deeper into your left knee. See how this feels. Reach your heart forward and up. Again, maybe keep your hands at the floor. Bring them to your left knee. You can even find prayer. You could even go a little bit more crazy and reach the left arm up to the ceiling and find a tiny back bend. This intensifies your stretch even more, and you even have more benefits by finding a back bend. Just really make sure you're not dropping in your lower back so your core is still engaged. Wherever you are, stay another breath. And then from here, bring your hands down, frame your left foot. Keep the right hand on your mat. Reach the left arm all the way up and back. Grab your left foot here. You can look forward and melt your hips forward and down, or you can rotate to the left here. Well, it depends on if you want to add a twist. So be creative there. Listen to your body. And then gently relax the right foot down. Frame your left foot. Stay in your runner's lunge for one breath. And exhale. Come on, back up. Push into your hands. Step back into plank. Breathe in your plank. And then exhale. Find your downward dog. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Bring your left knee down. Bring your left hip on top of your left knee. Relax the top of your left foot down. Straighten the right leg, bend, flex your right foot. On your inhale, reach your heart forward and up. You should already feel an intense stretch on the backs of your right leg. On your exhale, take a forward fold. From here, walk your hands all the way over to the outside of your right leg. Make sure you are still pulling the right hip back. Neutralize those hips. Blocks are your best friend here, so if you can't reach the floor, use blocks. And gently come on back to neutral. Take another breath in and out. Melt your nose a little bit further down to your knee. And then gently bend into your right foot. Step into your runner's lunge. And then exhale, right leg goes high, three-legged dog. And then just step the right foot down. Inhale, left leg goes high, right away. Exhale, step the left foot through. Bring the right knee down. Stack the right hip over your right knee. Extend the left leg. Flex the left foot. Half split here. Breathe and get long. Exhale, forward fold. And I don't want to stop you. If you practice splits, please feel free to, continue and go a little bit more into this pose. Otherwise, just stay here with me. Now from here, walk your hands on the outside of your left leg, still pulling the left hip back, so you should feel a stretch in your left outer hip. Breathe in here. Beautiful. Then walk your hands back to neutral. Stay here for another breath. Melt a little bit closer down to your knee. And then gently bend into your left knee. Bring your hands down. We still keep this tabletop position. Just step the left foot all the way back. Extend the left leg. And then gently swing back and forth. Stretch your Achilles here, your calf. Very good. And then gently relax down into tabletop. Sit onto one side of your body. Extend those legs all the way in front of you. Now I'm going to offer you two different stretches. So you can flex those feet or you can point the feet, depending on where you feel you need another stretch. If you need a stretch on the tops of your legs now, point those feet. If you want another stretch on the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, then flex your feet. Sit up tall, find a long spine, pull the belly button in. Inhale, reach those arms up high, get long. Now exhale, hinge from your hips. Reach up and forward, diagonal. You should feel a deep stretch in your hamstrings here. And then exhale, take a forward fold all the way down. And again, you stay as long as you need. We're just going to stay here for 3 breaths. slowly inhale, come on back up to seated position, long spine. Now bring the soles of your feet together to touch, find a butterfly position here. You can bring your heels close towards your tailbone, or you can scoop them a little bit away depending on how intense you would like to have the stretch. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch, the toes press into each other, and then I like to hold on to my ankle or to my toes, and then from here just find my long spine again, reach my heart forward and up, open my chest, and then actively push my legs towards the floor. And we're gonna hold here for 3 breaths. To really be active here, it's an active stretch right now. Press those knees down. And then slowly relax, walk your hands forward. Take a forward fold over those legs. Relax your nose towards your knees, towards your toes, excuse me. And just hang out here. So you should feel the stretch on the inside of your legs now. And slowly come on back up to a seated position. Bring your knees back together to touch. And you know, you might want to just swipe your legs from side to side to relax your hips, to neutralize them again. And then let's find one more stretch here. Parallel those legs, the right shin to the front of your mat. And then we're gonna stack the other leg right on top, parallel again, chin to the front of your mat. So you bring your left foot onto your right knee and the other way around. Everything is parallel. And then you should feel the stretch now in your left outer hip, your left glute. Sit up tall. And then from here, take a forward fold again. Be very gentle and think about melting your sit bones, your tush down to the floor and not lifting it off. So you don't want any air in between your tush and the mat. You really want to push this down and back while you relax your upper body towards the floor. Slowly coming back up. Again, in your practice, you can always add a few more breaths and or take a little bit of the practice away, so make them a little bit shorter each time. Well, it depends on how tight you are, how new you are, if it's too intense, if you just can't hold it for as long. So just give yourself some credit and start a little bit slower, with a little bit less intensity. And then again from here, walk your hands forward, take another forward fold. And slowly coming back up to seated. Unbind those legs. I always like to swing my legs from side to side, and just to neutralize my hips. And then you already made it, guys. So that's my little stretch yoga practice for runners and everyone else who needs it, who is really tight in their legs. Use it as often as you need to, maybe after your runs, after your hikes, after whatever exercises you are doing, squats, whatever. If you just need a little bit of stretching in your body, then go for it. It's really helpful and it really helps to lengthen everything, to loosen everything up. So I hope you enjoyed it. If so, like it, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and leave a comment, ask me any questions if you have questions. Otherwise, have a lovely day. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste.